So here we are in the first game between Mirassol, playing as the Soviets, of course. And he's already locked in his commander here in the north of Langrenskaya, going guard motor. This guy wants to win. Facing off versus Mirassol, we have none other than Clororaa, playing as the austere faction here. Not yet locking in his commander. He's got the options of Lightning War, Spearhead Doctrine, of course, Osttruppen. So very interesting commander loadout here. I would say for Langres, you know, you're kind of looking for that long term. So he's got pretty decent options here. I would say probably Spearhead. Myself would lean towards at least. But yeah, very interesting. So we're gonna see what these two players can pull off here. They are quite evenly matched. I think I've played versus both of these players quite a bit on the auto match ladder, so I know somewhat of what they can pull off. But I have yet to see them in a tournament setting, and usually players do change quite a bit in tournaments. Like, you know, it's higher stakes generally, and usually players do prepare. So it's going to be interesting to see what these two players can pull off here. As we see the first couple of wires going down here for Mirassol. It seems Clororaa might be looking to wire this potentially. No, he's just doing that for some vision. Interesting. So we are on Langres, which is not super common, I would say, for tournaments. It's gonna be interesting. If we have a mod in chat, feel free to do some predictions for who is going to win. This is running on tournament mod, which means the 120 mil is actually nerfed here. It does not have a retreat, and I think it's only 4-man if I recall correctly. I can't quite remember the exact nerfs anymore. But it is slightly worse than what you would see in the live game. And that is basically the only difference, except for no gun crits, etc. As we do have Clororaa here on the push, it looks like. Conscripts looking for that flank, probably wondering where the machine gun is. It's yet to be spotted. Grenadiers are charging towards the cutoff here. Of course, we got the final conscript just arriving. We'll try to hold the cutoff here. It's can be quite hard versus this machine gun as well, though. If he sets up like this, you know, and then charges in with the Gren, it's gonna be quite hard here for Mirassol. But he's looking for that flank. Yeah, we have the Flamer here coming in from behind. That's gonna force the machine gun to relocate. Possibly even force a retreat here. I mean, there's a lot of units around, and these combat engineers are not taking a lot of damage. He is setting up again. This is a really risky maneuver. He's gonna need some quick suppression here. You also see the retreat coming in. Very important engagement going off right now. But it seems Mirassol has saved himself here from the jaws of defeat. We also have a 4th conscript coming out here. Meanwhile, the 4th grenadier is being queued. So a lot of infantry coming in here as the grenadiers are burning alive. One single model remaining on the flamethrower, forced to retreat there. No conscript close by to merge. Conscript getting very low as well. And what a messy opening here. That machine gun getting flanked there by the flamethrower. Excellent play from Mirassol. And Jesus, these are some expensive engagements for both players here. It's going to really delay both light vehicles, right? Because, you know, they're both going 4 main lines here together with the machine gun and double combat engineer. So that's a lot of manpower, and having such aggressive engagements with a lot of bleed for both sides, that generally can end up delaying light vehicles. So let's take a look here at the initial stats. Clororaa coming slightly ahead, but of course the Grenadiers are more expensive models, so I wouldn't really say it favors anyone at this moment. So we have the combat engineers here looking for that Grenadier. I've yet to see any mines being planted. The engagement has been so hectic, so I don't think he's had any time to do so. These Grenadiers are taking so much damage. Yeah, I wanna look for that retreat. Nothing on the retreat path, so should be fine. Also worth to point out here, even though Mirassol or Clororaa got the cutoff, Mirassol has actually had most of the map here, so he is getting slightly more income, which is important. You know, the T70 is more expensive than the 2-2, for instance, so getting that extra resources can really help out. As the conscript here fall into that ambush of the machine gun. No sign of taking it. We do have battle phase 1 coming in for Clororaa. But other than that, no healing, no tier 2 for the Soviet player. Also, you know, going for conscript here, I guess he was feeling the pressure and they didn't want to get base locked at the start. But that's gonna mean the guard squad is going to be quite difficult to get out unless Mirassol is aiming to skip light vehicle completely. That is an option. Tier 2 is coming up, however, which would indicate he's going for a light vehicle, I would say, because getting a sys gun instead of a guard doesn't really make sense versus host here. This machine gun is holding out in the garrison, but the cutoff is taken here, as well as the middle VP. So very nice there from Mirassol, finding that opening. And there we go, 2-2 is in the queue. It's going to be out around the 7-minute mark. And we're going straight tier 3, that's a light vehicle for sure. So T70 is about a minute. It's gonna have to not reinforce, I would say, here to try to get us early timing. You can also see merging here, so this squad gets full, it can run out and fight again, while this guy is just gonna stay AFK until T70 is in the queue. Very good play here from Mirassol. Basically min-maxing that, you know, a tiny bit to avoid reinforcing. Very, very nice to see. The 2-2 here is going for this isolated squad here in the north, going to force this away. Does have the grenadier, but that's going to be forced away, so I think this conscript is fine. We also have T70 here in the queue, 7 minutes. I think that's quite nice considering the early engagements. Also, very nice position here for the conscript. He can basically just free fire on this machine gun. Might even force him away here. You don't want to stay with like 1 or 2 models, as it just keeps firing. Oh, rifle nade! Oh, that conscript is not going to get away. That's the first wipe of the game. First blood for Mirassol. Clearing up one of those, or for Clororaa rather. Clearing up one of those conscripts. Might get the machine gun in return. I wouldn't say that would matter much. It would just remove some veterancy. We also have the pack here, which, you know, is going to help versus this T70.
The enemy has broken our supply lines. New anti-tank gun has arrived.
So yeah, really nice pickup there for Clororaa.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
No teller. We can take a look here if there's been a teller planted. I doubt it, because I've not seen any. He does got the sweeper. No teller so far, and no mines either. But we do have the Molotov and anti-snare package research there for the Soviet player. Oh, pack opens up, connecting with the T70 there. Quite nice. Yeah, map is looking extremely blue as of this moment. You can see here, very good map control for Mirassol. Even though he lost that one conscript, right? He's slowly getting a bit of a lead here, and we do have a mine, which is going to stop any pushes towards the cutoff. Quite decently placed.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. The enemy has cut off a sector.
Oh, a cheeky demo! I do like that. That's a nice... I would probably put it on this side. Because usually if you use tac map, the squad is going to go and be put here. And that means it might not get completely wiped if you're a bit slow on the reaction. So I would definitely say you could have placed that a tiny bit better, but I really don't mind that at all. Very cheeky here from Mirassol. We also have the guards now coming out. Of course it does help losing that conscript to get that out. Though of course losing a conscript is never a good thing. Also worth pointing out here, Mirassol keeping his sweeper close to the T-70, it's always nice. It won't help him versus the pack gun though, it's connecting again. Slowly getting that veterancy up. And there you go, sweeper spots the mines, very nice play from both players. Cautious, but also aggressive. Always get sweepers, chat. So we have a cutoff push here. Slowly getting LMGs on all the squads. 3 currently put up. Also have that second machine gun coming out now for Clororaa, which certainly will help him here with the map control. Currently see a triple cap for Clororaa. Ooh, that's a very low grenadier. Is T-70 going to attempt something here? Probably not. Don't want to do any unnecessary risks, but that was extremely close. We see Clororaa here in a pretty decent spot, you know. It's quite rough to deal with this. And pack connects. Can he get the snare in as well? 2-2 could go for the finish. We have another grenadier here. I don't think it's gonna be able to catch up with the T-70, however.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
The grenadier is duking out in the garrison, putting on some more manpower bleed here. Conscript's getting very low. Oh, he really wants that cutoff, but it's really not worth it if he loses the squad. That was really close. Mirassol here might be a tiny bit too greedy for my liking there, but you know, it did live. Guards to have the DPs. So we have another cutoff push here. MG setting up. Still no syscan here for Mirassol, meaning, you know, you can't really sys barrage your way out of this situation, which usually would be your go-to solution otherwise. We have a conscript charging in, trying to get the Molotov off, but he's losing models so fast here. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Is this going to be another wipe? Seems to get away there. Very close. Mirassol cutting it close once again there. As the second machine gun will hold the retreat here. Also see some healing being used on the field. Very nice. He does have healing in his base otherwise, but you know, he already has the LMGs on most of his squads. You can kind of start using these offensively to keep your squad and to keep that map control going. Oh, rifle nade! Well dodged there by Mirassol, who also has tier 4 here. T-34 could be queued quite soon. Most likely he is aiming for the 85 though. I would be surprised if he wasn't. Clororaa here does have battle phase 2 coming, so he's not that far behind. But you know, that kind of goes to show, right, how well Mirassol's map control has been so far. He did go for the more expensive light vehicle and might still get the medium first, so real impressive map control here from Mirassol. Oh, pack connects twice, also showing that rear. 2-2 could go for a greedy dive here. I think one burst would be enough with the rear showing like that, so that was an option. He didn't risk it though. He might be more of the cautious player. I'm certain in auto match Clororaa would die for that, but in tournaments you kind of don't want to risk looting units to coin flips, which could have been possible, right? If it was a Sysgun or the guard squad being close by, you know, it could have happened. Oh, 80 gun there with the direct hit on the conscript. But yeah, looking very solid here for Clororaa. Using his 80 gun very efficiently here, removing the green cover as well. He's got his 2 machine guns set up in a decent position. Left side can always be a pain for North to play, so you know, he's kind of forced into these machine gun arcs. Yeah, ooh, T70 almost getting itself snared here. We do have the T-3485 in queue. Still only one single pack gun, but Panzer IV is available any second as soon as tier 3 finishes.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Nice hold here from Clororaa on the left side. T70 getting some cheeky attack rounds in. Getting that 2-2 down to half HP, but it's now Vet 2, so you don't really need to engage with this anymore. You can just kind of keep it on the back lines to provide vision. You know, it gets that increased sight range, which is really important on the 2-2. We do have a normal mortar coming out here for Mirassol, which is interesting. It does have that 120mm option or a Sysgun, you know. 120mm is again nerfed. They're playing the tournament version, but I would still probably say it's better than the normal mortar. Of course, the difference being that the normal mortar has the flares, right, you can use, which can be really useful. Oh, these conscripts are dropping fast.
The Panzer IV is ready for battle.
Might be Mr. Clororaa here trying to bait out the T70, but 85 missing there. But we do have the Panzer IV coming out.
The enemy is taking our
As the
territory.
mortar is opening fire. T70 or pack gun missing the T70 there. Oh, that hit as they try to enter the building.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
You see the 2-2 vision here. Look at that vision from the 2-2. Really big. We do have marked target here on the Panzer IV. Almost getting the guards though. Really close there. We do have a second pack here to deal with the 85 threat. And I must say, it's slowly looking better here for Clororaa. He's slowly getting, you know, he's keeping the control of the map, slowly building up his force. I mean, this is such an army to be feared, right? And is this potentially a dive here? He's lining up the pack gun. If he connects once, he could finish it up with a 2-2. Got the T-3485 though. Going to stop any such shenanigans. Pack connects, needs one more hit. Second pack is lining up.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
A bit unfortunate there, moving the pack gun. Could have kept it on the same angle and you might have been able to pull off another shot. The mortar is delivering blow after blow here. Yeah, these grens are quite making Mirassol really struggle here. As the pack guns connect, the 2-2 is providing the vision. 85 down, half HP. Panzer IV going in here. Connects once more. Not sure if he's going for the dive here. It seems he is, but you have the guard here. Potentially you can button. But with no Sysgun, it's going to be really hard. As Clororaa is slowly but steadily pushing out Mirassol here back into the base. course, mortar getting decrewed here. We do have a mine. Could lose the grenadier here. Does not hit it. Got the sweeper lining up to find the mine. Gets the mortar back. Sims is getting the snare in, but that machine gun is in a great position, and this is just terrible for Mirassol. T70 might go down here, 2-2, diving it. Pack gun finishing it off. And Mirassol is in shambles here. Looks like Clororaa is going to pick up this first game. As it does manage to remove that mine. And you know, Clororaa is very happy with that engagement. Let's just pull off, repair, and you know, heal up. And make sure you're holding the line. Very well played here from Clororaa. Once again, you know, you don't want to overextend. It might be a second vehicle coming anytime soon. And you need some repairs, right? So, yeah, just so strong player from Clororaa. You know, staying fluid. Also have another Pioneer here. I do like seeing that. Second Panzer IV is not that far away. He's yet to pick a commander even. He has a very dominant position here from the Axis player.
Stuka loaded to go with fragmentation bombs. Tiger tanks are now available to you, Commander. Use them well. Reconnaissance flight set to go.
We do have some smoke coming in. Does block the vision from this machine gun, but pack gun can still fire. Connecting quite a few times there.
We are losing a sector.
Oh, no! As the 85 just goes back into the vision. And you know, you might credit the pack there, but honestly, that's all 2-2 is doing. That is all 2-2 is doing. 2-2 was providing the vision there throughout that entire little engagement. I mean, look at this vision. It's just incredible. Vet 2-2 together with some support weapons. And this is why you see this so common from Ost here. It's just such a strong combination. And, you know, when you have this type of line of sight, it's so hard to play around it. He's even using smokes, but it didn't help because he didn't smoke the pack guns, right? So yeah, very well played there from Clororaa. You know, keeping that combination strong. And Mirassol is, of course, throwing in the towel here. So yes, this is best of 3. That's game 1 for Clororaa. Here's the match stats if you're interested in this. Quite one-sided here in terms of kills. But we did see Mirassol having a really good start this match. But losing that conscript, you know, and really, you know, refusing to build a sys gun kind of did make him struggle quite a bit, I would say, in that game. So here we are in game 2 on Amelie Fields. Of course, we have this time around Clororaa playing as the allies, choosing Soviets. And once again, insta-looking at that guard motor, but you know, you want to be winning matches, right? But I can confirm in game 1, there was never actually an option of picking the 120mm because it's actually banned in this tournament. So you can't go 120mm at all. And SVTs are also banned, so no airborne for Soviets. So 120mm and SVTs are banned in this tournament. But yeah, Clororaa is looking quite confident, of course being up 1-0 after that first match. Mirassol here going Ost here, already looking in Jaeger infantry doctrine here in the south of Amelie. Sending out his capping squads. And we have some common openers, nothing too spectacular so far. Bringing out those conscripts and of course the grenadiers. A bit curious here though, Mirassol not actually running the... That's a bit surprising. I never really look at bulletins, but most players, I would say, agree that the Faust bulletin, the 7% increased Fausting range, is one of the strongest bulletins in the game. So it is a bit shocking here to see a tournament player, you know, not running that. I'm not sure if it's a mistake or if he simply, you know, doesn't like the snare range bulletin. So yeah, interesting.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
We have a couple sandbags coming up here for Clororaa in very solid positions, looking to be attacking on the left side. Also going for that center, might be looking for a sandbag there as well. Staying cautious here, you could just stay and try to deny the VP for as long as possible. Of course the machine gun is capping the fuel right now. We do have the first couple of engagements going down.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And this Grenadier is having quite a bad time here, getting completely outgunned 3-1. So it is forced away, meaning Mirassol here losing control of the munitions. Might be looking to attack his opponents, but this combat engineer is in a really strong position, I would say. Not sure if he can win this if the Pioneer closes in. This machine gun, of course, lining up. Quite a decent burst, but no suppression there. Very unlucky for Mirassol. And once again, Grenadiers here outmatched by the conscripts, 3-1. As the Pioneer is going to struggle as well as the 4th conscript squad enters the battlefield. We also have the Flamer being picked up there. I think both of these players are hovering around rank 30, if I'm not mistaken. 20 to 30, I would say. But don't quote me on that. In auto match. Yeah, Grenadiers here finally forcing away that conscript. We also have some mines going down here for Clororaa. Also an attempt at decapping the fuel here, but of course that machine gun is going to stop any of those ideas. Also, even using Aura here to avoid getting caught, trying to hold this side. I do like to see that. It's such a small investment, right? And it just makes sure, like it's 15 munitions, but it just makes sure that you're not getting forced away. Of course, having that double munitions income is also really nice. And yeah, with the machine gun being on the right side, Clororaa here attacking the left, looking very good. Grenadiers can't really seem to be capturing that munitions. They keep getting caught in engagement. Machine gun here repositioning, which will open up the fuel again for this conscript squad. And interestingly, no 4th Grenadier so far. We do have tier 2 coming up here. Probably looking to get the command squad as soon as that unlocks. So 2-2 into Jaeger command squad. Very solid here for Mirassol, I would say. But of course, playing with one less combat unit in the opening here versus Soviets can be a bit of a struggle.
We are losing a sector.
So yeah, 2-2 out even before the 5-minute mark. I would say that's really nice here for Mirassol. And might even force Clororaa into some early snares, right? Potentially. This might be a rifle nade target. Doesn't seem to be the case. Not quite sure what Clororaa is thinking here. That's a lot of damage he's taking, and there's really no reinforcements. So yeah, probably stayed a bit too long in that engagement, I would say, but nothing too major. As we did have the conscript here staying behind the truck, attacking the fuel. Also 2-2 here, lining around, getting that damage towards the sandbag. So we have a rifle nade, and it connects there with Cloraa's conscript. It seems to be getting away though. Could have been quite a bit worse there, but should be fine. Of course, the 2-2 and the MG combo is forcing away that conscript. The Grenadiers are also looking to capture this fuel here. We do have some defenders approaching though. 2-2 probably going towards this direction right now. We do have tier 3 coming up, so T70 not that far away, very close even. So not forcing the snares, not going the sys guns, he wants that proper T70 timing, right? So very nice there. Of course, guards are available as well. As soon as he's queued up the T70, that's probably going to be his next pickup. We see the Jaeger command squad here being available for Mirassol as well. Interesting to see if he goes this or if he goes pack first. There you go, T70 is up. Let's see if there's been any tellers so far. I doubt it, but you never really know with these players. Sometimes they can do manage to put some sneaky ones down. But yeah, no teller so far from Mirassol.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
There you go. The choice is pack here, not the J command squad, which I don't know, I think this is just up dependent on the player. Personally, I would probably go for the Jaeger Command Squad. It's a bit more greedy, but you have 4 snares, right? You shouldn't really be fearing for your life, and you know, not always, you know, the case that the T70 appears at this timing, so I definitely think it's a player style choice or preference, and it doesn't really make that huge of a difference. And we even see the mortar follow up here. Still no Jaeger. Interesting pickup here. The GG mortar, as Ed 80 Hertz would call it. He's a big fan of that unit. T70 is revealed here, and that means Mirasol's going to be quite happy here since he did go for the pack gun.
We have a mortar team available for deployment.
Which, see chat here talking that pack is building time, yes indeed, but you can run like 50% build time bulletin, for instance. And we're again talking bulletins here. They don't really make much difference, but I think for Ost here they have some of the most impactful ones, such as the 50% build time as well as the snare range, right? Which does help that order quite nicely, because then you have the snares, the safe snares, until you have the pack, and once you get the pack it hits the field really fast, so... Seems pack is gonna connect here. We do have the sweeper finding that mine. T70 might blow it up, yes indeed. Means it still connects pack, however it doesn't. It does miss the T70 there. So we have the sys gun coming up.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
And yeah, I must say Clororaa here coming out slightly ahead in terms of map control for sure. He's had slightly better VP control as well as fuel and munitions. So very nice opening here for Clororaa. There you go, there's the Jaeger Command Squad. Pack does connect there with the T70. The light vehicles are shooting at the isolated squads. Mortar of course also barraging the sandbags. Clororaa here really wants these munitions. Oh, that's a big mortar hit, finally. I think it should be fine, but you never really know. Depends how deep the 2-2 is diving here. We do, of course, have the sys gun coming up here. This could backfire. Oh, it's just outside the range, and the conscript goes down. Nice pickup there for Mirassol. Complete reverse from game 1. Getting the first blood there. Very nice. And a big loss there for Clororaa. Kind of similar to first game where, you know, Mirassol went for conscripts, then lost one, then got the guard. So very similar. Sysgun there missing. That was of course an attack round shot, trying to overshoot. And Jesus, that mortar hit. Just hitting vet 1. We have Sprint going for that snare. Doesn't seem to quite get it. Maybe with the snare bullet in chat, maybe. But of course the pack missed anyway, so it would not have mattered. Yeah, here we go. Guards coming out. And again, Sprint not available, but he is looking for that snare. 2-2 seems to be going in as well. Sysgun, guards, not firing on the 2-2. T70 did connect once more, but the 2-2 survives there. Mirassol playing with very, very thin margins, I would say, though.
The enemy is taking our territory.
So we do have a rogue conscript here, possibly infiltrating. He only needs some small arms fire, I believe, on the 2-2. But he doesn't seem to be finding it. Oh, this is some nade engagement here. Everyone in yellow covered. We see a grenade. We see a rifle nade, but easily dodged. Of course, with only one engagement going on, you know, it's quite easy to see those grenades being popped off, so... Nonetheless, well done there from Clororaa. I must say, Mirassol here having a lot of resources, but I'm not quite sure what he's opting for here. Commonly you would say a second machine gun or a Pioneer at this point, I would say. But you could also just go straight tier 2 here and keep it a bit more open. Meanwhile, Clororaa here getting a mortar himself as a grenadier walks on a flare. As the silence settles, MG in a very peculiar position, I would say, but he did get camo there, so the risk here is, of course, if you move up like this, the squad members might fire, right? Really wish you could hold fire on your squad members and only have not hold fire on the gunner. I think that would be a really good quality of life feature for Company Heroes 3. You know, so the squad members don't reveal the position. Oh, no, T2 did not get the mine killer, it was simply cancelled. T70 using recon mode here. T2 is not yet at vet 2 here, getting that sight range, that's really important. Oh, big hit there from the mortar. Very, very nice. Forcing away the machine gun. So we have battle phase 2 is being teched up. Pioneer retreating to tech up. Panzer 4 in 2 minutes approximately. Meanwhile, Clororaa here. Still no tier 4. Of course, they did go for the T70, which is slightly more expensive. Ever so slightly more expensive, but it of course does have an impact. As we see some mineage going on. Trying to get the decap there, not quite happening. Jake command squad cancelling that mine again. Oh, could go for the snare here. Don't think it matters, but there's only one engineer, right? So that's gonna be some downtime for the T70. So we have a rifle nade. Does he see it? Oh, he was on this squad actually. Interesting. As the pack hits the mine there, that's probably the best outcome for Mirassol. Only losing one model. Mirassol slowly getting the map here. Also, Panzer 4 is now available to queue up. Tier 4 is coming up, or is it up? No, it's not. As far as I can tell. Not sure where the fuel disappeared for Clororaa. I'm assuming he has queued it up. The Sysgun is setting up. Ooh, misses that. Not sure if that was an attack run, but... yeah, good mid-game play here for Mirassol. Hitting very good Panzer 4 timing. There you go, T4 is up. T45 should be out within like half a minute or so, or a minute. So decent timing there as well, just slightly behind Mirassol. Also grabbing that second pack gun. You know, he's in the guard, so he probably expects there to be guard motor. See some recon edge going on. 222 still only vet 1 here. We have some nice camo on the machine gun. Sys barrage on the machine gun, very clumped up there. What a hit! Second hit, could actually decrew this. Oh, it's a whiff though. Good hit though, forcing away there. Machine gun. Panzer 4 is finding this isolated squad here. There you go, T-3485 is in the queue. Meanwhile, in the east, going some Pioneer combo, forcing away the conscript. Yeah, active pieces all around. Mirassol attacking the center now. Support weapons being reshuffled around the map.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Good mortar hit. Oh, pack on there, missing again, not getting that veterancy up. Does connect with the second shot. Sysgun whiffs as well on the Panzer IV. Here comes the 85. Marked target almost available here on the Panzer IV. Of course, with the marked vehicle, chat, that means if you put it on the Panzer IV at full HP, that actually brings it down to 3 hits. Which is one of the reasons why this commander is so strong, because the T-34-85 actually requires 5 hits to kill. So that just makes this engagement, you know, so one-sided if you put it in a vacuum, right? So it's gonna be interesting here to see what Clororaa can do. And there you go, mark target is used. Not sure on what. There you go, on the Panzer IV. Of course, with the packs though, it's gonna be really hard to do anything. Really strong pack support here for the Panzer IV. The pack might be in trouble. T7 is still on recon mode here. Could actually line up a shot here. Panzer IV connects, needs one more hit on the T7. He doesn't want to lose the pack gun though, so he is retreating. And he connects once, pack gun again in a really good position here. Needs one more hit on the T-34-85, does not get it. Could see an attack, ground attack perhaps. Does not do it. I guess you just presume your opponent to be pulling back, so. But yeah, both players here consolidating their forces. The mortar is caught a bit off guard here. Guard's getting some free juicy veterancy. Oh, snare coming in. I don't see there being a follow-up here. I mean, maybe, but there is a Sysgun. Got the conscripts. Oh, I don't see this happening at all. Maybe? What's going on here? Oh, he's using the repairs, so he can't move. Sysgun, though. Could get the finishing blow here. Misses! But the 85 goes down. What the hell am I talking about, you know? But yeah, the repair there actually forcing the T-34 to stay stuck. Could not pull away. Great pickup for Mirassol. Really great pickup. Sysgun also goes down there, gets the snare on the Sysgun. He only has that one pack to follow up with though. Could potentially destroy the Sys, simply. Grand's trying to stay here to provide some vision to actually finish off that. Conscript sprinting in to save the Sysgun. Well, good play there from Clororaa. Does manage to save it, but yeah, losing that first T-34-85. And it seems we find Mirassol here in a slightly favorable position, I would say. Caught off guard, yes, pun intended. Yeah, Mirassol here, he got the double pack, got the double pioneer for repairs, got the 4 main lines, got now 2 80 guns. 2-2, still only vet 1. Would like to see it being a bit more active, but I guess he's not really had the chance, and you don't really want to risk this vehicle, right? Meanwhile, Clororaa here, he's got the 2 Sysguns now, building a second one once the 85 went down, but he's still quite far away here. He has no manpower for another one grabbing that Sysgun. Got the 4 main lines, only 1 engineer, however. So slightly different compositions here. I would definitely say this is favoring Mirassol currently. But you should never count out Soviets. Machine gun in a decent position. I assume we're going to see a barrage here from the mortar. Oof. Big hit there. Sysgun's connecting. Really strong position here, chat. Got the recon mode on the T70 and the Sysgun. It basically mimics the 2-2 with the pack guns. Yeah, packs connecting. Pioneer providing the vision. No attacker on the attempt there, but very close. So we have the Germans now massing up in the center. Got the 2 Panzer IVs, the 2 pack guns. Oh, does he spot it? Oh, that was close. Sysgun there, see an attacker on the temp. Sweeper spotting this mine. You could clear it with an attack round. Oh, Sysgun in position. We see the light artillery barrage on the Sysguns. Does Clororaa notice? Mortar goes down there to the Grenadiers. And these Sysguns are sandwiched currently between the artillery and the Grenadiers. Oh no! Needs to reverse through the light artillery barrage. It does end though. Very short duration on that barrage. No snare there. Panzer IV misses. Sysgun setting up, but the Grenadiers are just having free reign here, and Clororaa throws in the towel. Good game too there. And well played to Mirassol, putting this to 1-1, and we're going to see an ace game. So yeah, very, very good play here from Mirassol, I must say. You know, I definitely think picking up that 85 is such a deciding engagement, you know. And Clororaa is repairing on the front lines, completely, you know, ignoring his opponent. So yeah, good pick up and good punish there from Mirassol. Okay, so here we are in game 3, the ace game between Mirassol playing as the Soviets and Clororaa playing OKW. No Ostier this time around, very interesting. We've seen Ostier winning twice so far in this series, so interesting pick here, you know, going quite a bit out of the comfort zone, I would say, so far of this series, but we're gonna see what Clororaa can do. We do have the Kubel here. You know, it's interesting here actually going OKW. I do like it. It means, you know, we can see some extra shenanigans possibly happening. Already looking for some early engagements here. Probably looking for some early bleed, you know, on the conscripts before they get their sandbags up and all that. So got some very slim damage there, as the folks are getting fielded, as well as the conscripts. And this Kubel is going very deep, trying to find isolated squads, of course, but there is so many Russians around this area, so it's forced to pull off a bit. Don't want to take too much damage, that would be downtime on the Kubel, so getting it repaired. Do we have a sandbag? Looks like the Kubel is going to poke again. Mirassol could hear it through the fog of war there, cancelling the build so you don't take so much damage. Very nice to see. See if it lasts as long as Kippy's Kubel yesterday. Well, we're about to find out. As the Stern Pioneer here gets caught in the open, needs to pull back. You don't want this engagement versus 2 conscript, because the Stern Pioneer can really drop fast if they're getting focus fired like that. Meanwhile, Kubel getting some more health damage done here. Nice to see, nice to see. So we see Mirassol, he's got his early composition here, 3 conscript, 2 combat engineers. We're gonna see if he goes that 4th conscript, it's gonna be interesting. Seems he's going for healing instead. I don't mind it at all. Still no doctrine picked so far, as we are 3 minutes into this match. We have the flamethrower just popping there. And Kubel getting very low there. Of course, conscript, once they're in green cover, trades so favorably here. Folks are taking some long-range poking on that flamethrower. Seems Mirassol here aiming to get this cutting off the munitions. I'm not sure, this is very risky closing in like that. I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure that was a micro mistake there. He definitely wanted to A-move it and then try to merge with the conscript, but he got way too close there. No point trying to merge when you're right in front of the Stern Pioneer. And very interesting, notice something here, right? He's not really closing in with the Stern Pioneer, he is choosing to close in with the Volksgrenadiers. because the Stern Pioneer is getting focused, right? And that means, you know, your Folks can basically travel this distance, taking 0 damage while charging in. And once you're close, you deal a lot more damage. And this is true for every squad. You do more damage closing in or in close range, even though it excels at the long range engagement. While the Stern Pioneer is, you know, getting focused fired, you can really close in here with that squad. There you go, retreat is forced, you don't want to stay there. As the Folks are basically surging the field currently, forcing away all of the Russians here. Getting some really nice engagements for Clororaa. Also going for the cutoff, fuel, or Kobol also grabbing the fuel here, very nice, finding that open spot. Very efficient capping for Mr. Clororaa. Also worth to point out here that early snare tech from Mirassol, you know, I guess it's for the Kobol if he tries any diving, but he kind of revealed it with the Molotov throw. Again, you're gonna want to merge here, but that flamethrower is so far up ahead in front of the conscripts that you can't really afford the merge. A really painful engagement here for Mirassol. Gonna see if Clororaa can hold though. They are getting thinned out, but these Folks have won so many engagements consecutively, right? So it's about time they are forced away, and indeed they are. Stern Pioneer also retreating to heal up. Looks like Kobol is coming back for some repairs. We have Battle Group coming up here. It's gonna be, you know, going for that healing, so he can heal his squads. And then I assume straight into Flak Half Truck. Meanwhile, Mirassol here grabbing tier 2, presumably into tier 3, unless he's going for a Sysgun straight away. Also, I do like seeing this. Dropping the healing means he can get the Flak Half Track before getting that healing. Very nice here from Clororaa. It's just a tiny bit more efficient, right? Because that means you have a larger window with your Flak Half Track, and you can use the healing packages until then. And once that's done, you can get the healing after the Flak, right? It's gonna buy you some larger window for the Flak Half Track, and it's only for the cost of 40 munitions, so very nice there. All healed up. We have some mines coming down. He's yet to hit this actually. I don't know how the conscript got there without hitting that mine. That is very curious. That means he's gonna hit it on retreat, and if he takes a lot of damage, you know, it could be really bad. Woo! Very close there. Yeah, so if he can get a lot of damage done on the conscript here, you know, he's gonna retreat into the mine. The conscript was a safe retreat, so it should come run away just fine. We do have a Sysgun coming out, so no early light vehicle for Mirassol, it looks like. Probably feeling that pressure from the early game with the cutoff and everything.
The enemy has taken our supply sector.
Very strong early game here for Clororaa, which is basically what you're looking for with OKW, right? You want this early game to really get the most out of your faction. And huge Sys barrage there, deleting half of both squads, basically. As the Stern Pioneer finds a mine, very nice. Meanwhile, the Folks also finds a mine. There you go, Flak is coming out, but we already have the Sysgun. Oh, Sysgun opens fire on the Kobol there, but misses. That would have been the killing blow. There's a lot of engagements going on. Folks still doing really well, but that's mostly because these units are not standing in cover. As we have another Sys barrage. Oh, you know, I think Clororaa spotted that reposition of the Sysgun, so he knew what was coming. As the Kobol goes down there to the conscripts, overstaying just tiny too long, right? And here comes the Flak. Nice first burst, second burst could do a lot of damage on retreat here. No vision, however, to get that off. We also have a Raketten, presumably in case of that T-70. Don't mind that at all, as we... Oh, the Stern Pioneer never removed that mine. That is a bit unfortunate there for Clororaa. Tier 3 is now coming up, but that T7 is going to be quite late, probably looking around the 9 to 10 minute mark. Honestly, the 10-minute mark is probably the timing he's looking for here, especially with the early snare tech as well as the Syscan. You know, that's basically 3 minutes adding on the T70 timer, right? But of course, without those units, he may not get the T70 at all because of the pressure from OKW, so... Yeah, Flak in a good position. Syscan is on the other side of the map, so he needs to rotate. And if, you know, Clororaa is smart here, there's something you do, you now rotate the Flak, right? Because the Syscan is probably going to move to your last known position. Trying to get a sandbag up here. Very nice sandbag placement, actually. Axis can't really use this sandbag because... You know, usually you're going to be having this type of direction for engagements, and no matter where the folks are put, they will be in the open, right? They're naturally getting flanked from that direction. So, really liking that sandbag. Very nice from Mirassol. And the Syscan here is quite a bit in the open, and there's so much infantry on the retreat path, right? If you're losing this, then you could potentially lose the Syscan as well. Yeah, the conscripts are holding on very nicely in that with that sandbag. We have an attack run attempt there from the Syscan. Here comes the T70. Raketten is already in position, however. Just needs to set that up. Misses! That totally looked like a hit to me, but yeah, that means the Axis are completely forced off here, and the Soviets are on the move. Might be looking for a cheeky wipe here. Flak needs to pull away as well. Targeting the Flak here. I would honestly go for this Folk Squad instead, but we'll see. Does not want to risk anything, so yeah, I mean, well played from Mirassol there, I think, all things considered. Does get the map back. He's gonna have to slowly cap everything. Going for this cutoff, but it's not really cutting off anything currently. I would have much preferred if we went for this one. And as the chat points out, Clororaa here with a triple cap throughout this entire game so far. Mirassol already down to 250 VPs, so that's a lot of victory point drain of the 10 minutes. Just emphasizes how well Clororaa has played this early game. We do have an MG34 coming out for Clororaa. Meanwhile, a Maxim is coming out for Mirassol. Still no commander choices here, which, you know, it's interesting, because looking at game 1 and game 2 in this series, both players has basically insta-locked their commanders, right? So very intriguing. As the folks there walk on that mine that just got planted. Also, this wire, basically making sure you can't put a sandbag there. Very nice from Clororaa. It's attention to details like that that, you know, really helps him in this engagement, because it means he's not attacking into that sandbag, so very nice there. Never underestimate wire. And it seems Clororaa is looking at another triple cap here. The machine gun is probably in the center, yes indeed. That small arms won't hurt the T70 though. Raketten is repositioning. T70 probably looking for an angle here where the Raketten is not pre-set up. We also have a mortar coming out from Mirassol. Raketten here opening fire, misses again. It's fired 2 shots so far and both have been complete whiffs. In classic Raketten fashion. Oh, Stern Pioneer very clumped up here. Raketten is quite far away. This could be punished. Mirassol opting not to do so. You know, wanna stay cautious. Also, Flak here taking a shot from the Sys gun, presumably. Oh. Another FPS drop. I should have restarted the client, I realized, but whatever.
Supply half-track is in action. Standing by for setting of command post.
Flamethrower getting very low here. Finally clicking that retreat button. Sys gun in a well set up position. T70 here finding flank on Raketten. It's gonna have to pull back now though. The Raketten is going to change its angle. I mean, chasing after that T70, it's kind of funny. Yeah, forced retreat with the conscript pulling in it. SWS is out on the field, probably looking to set up his Schwerer in a very aggressive position, mind you. Very forward, that just speaks of confidence. As the Syscan is flanked here. Maxim set up in a quite terrible position. And Syscan seems to be going down there. Flamenet coming in, but one dude walks into the arc there of the Maxim. But here comes the Flak half track. He's gonna have to recruit that before the Flak opens fire. He retargets it, got the Folks as well. Syscan connects once, Snare coming in. Syscan needs one more shot but gets decrewed before that happens. T7 is snared. Where is the Raketten in all this? It's coming out from base. No follow-up there on the T70, but that Syscan is still in the open. As we have a flame Molotov thrown there on the Flak, interestingly. Of course, the conscript have slightly longer recharge rate here on the Snare. Needs to get it though before he's pinned. And he gets it. Good pickup there for Mirassol, and he also recruits the Syscan. Loses the mortar, however. He's trying a salvage here. There's no way that's going to happen with the T70 overlooking the battlefield here. Raketten goes down to the Sys barrage. Huge losses here for Clororaa in the ace game. As the second Sys also enters the field. Stern Pioneer looking to get that back. Very risky take back, by the way. I don't see that getting away at all. And that's potentially 380 guns here for Mirassol. It's huge losses here for Clororaa. Yeah, very clutch there, conscripts getting the Flak half track. As that's 380 guns now for Mirassol. I mean, it doesn't really matter. The Clororaa has the tier 4 up, and he can get a Panzer 4, right? The manpower struggles there with all those losses, you know? It's gonna have to play without any AT until the Panzer 4 hits. Versus only this T70, granted, but still. And he's so close, you know, he's drained... He's down to 200 VP, Mirassol that is, but... You know, game doesn't end until the VPs hit 0, so Mirassol definitely has time to consolidate here. With this way larger army. As tier 4 is coming up. See some attempts at mines here, but yeah, the T70 won't let him. There you go, finally, Panzer 4 is in the queue, but it is already quite hard countered, I would say. And I must say, Mirassol's army is looking incredibly strong at this point in time. T7 is just delivering damage. We have engagements going on everywhere. Folks getting very low there. Does seem to get away. I think it was the mortar there hitting the squad as it left the building. T7 here looking for a chase. Another squad loss there for Clororaa. Oh, that's so big, man. Schwerer is revealed here, but that basically just puts a target on it. There's 380 guns and a mortar, you know. I mean, this Panzer IV has some work to do, to say the least. He needs some really good miracle hits here. Let's hope for Clorora's sake that he gets some good performance out of the Panzer IV. So the 380 guns are setting up. T-70 holding the flank here. Mortar might go down again. Oh no. Panzer IV sitting in front of these 80 guns. Needs to get the hell out of there. 2 bounces. 3 bounces. Saving that Panzer IV. Would otherwise be dead. Yeah, you don't want to take that risk with that Clororaa. Your life depends on this Panzer IV. And look at this. The recon mod with this support army. That is hard to defeat here for Clororaa. And you know, it seems he's looking for this tier 4. Could just set up with the T-70, the Maxim behind and the 380 guns and just deliver pain. That is an option. Of course, Mirassol is probably feeling, you know, so strong at this moment. He doesn't want to risk anything. He just wants to sit here and make sure he wins this ace game. We have the Su-85. What an odd pick here from Mirassol. He has 380 guns, right? But Su-85 is the choice here. The map is slowly turning more and more blue as this army is putting its mark on the map. That's got that second sandbag down. T-70 revealed in the center. We do have a Raketten though in the east. Panzer IV getting some decent hits here. Still quite a bit far away from Vet 1. Here we go. Su-85 and Siskin connecting both. Third shot misses. Still not be a kill though. And yeah, I mean, let's just take a look here at the fog of war from Mirassol. Look at this vision, right? I'm feeling Clororaa here won't get a second Panzer IV out because this tier 4 is about to take a lot of hits and I don't see him stopping this. Yeah, look at this vision. Got all the angles. And you know, Clororaa still has a slim chance here. He is slowly reaching the sector assault, but without the tier 4, you know, if he only put the tier 4 in his base instead, that would, you know, it would mean he would have 2 tanks at this point, right? So, yeah, another huge loss there for Clororaa, losing any chances of getting more vehicles, basically. As we have a T-34 now from Mirassol. Really liking his composition. There is not much to say. I don't see... I mean, it's such a strong composition. Even if OKW was at 100 pop here, you know, it would still be so dangerous.
The sector is at risk.
And you know, this is just one of the risks with OKW, right? You have that early pressure, but you still need to get that snowball going. If you don't get the snowball, it's so hard to do anything with OKW in games like this. Siskin's connecting twice. Means the stern pioneer needs to go repair again. Planes are ready, but I don't even know if the planes can save this disaster. But the Siskin's overextending a bit here. If he can decrew one of these, perhaps. If he goes in with planes now, but it's a bit unfortunate the P4J is so low. The Rakettens are setting up. Clororaa going in here. Sysgun does go down. SU-85 in the middle of the battlefield. What is going on? Is this a potential throw from Mirassol? Planes coming in. This could be exactly what Clororaa is looking for. SU-85 goes down. This Sysgun still decrewed there. Maxim almost goes down to the planes. Second Sysgun could also go down here. Panzer IV fully repaired. Now the Panzer IV is repaired. T-44 in a shitty position, struggling here with the pathing. And the Sysguns are decrewed, so they can't help out. Got that one stolen Raketen though, holding the line. And that's some losses there for Mirassol, but he can still get these units back. Here comes the Panzer IV, however. Big hit there on the Sysgun. Can he decrew it? Not quite. Still alive. There you go. It goes down. Stern Pioneer almost goes down to the T-44. Huge shot from the Panzer IV on the conscripts. And he's going in. Raketen in position. Missing. Folks forcing away the Raketen. Panzer IV. Huge shot again. Exactly what Clororaa is looking for. Is this the comeback of the ages right here? Panzer IV hits again. He has the Raketen there. He could go balls deep here if he wanted to. Sysgun completely destroyed. Looking to destroy the Raketen as well. Engineer trying to get it back before that happens. Missed the Raketen, however. Does get that back. I mean, Clororaa is probably happy with that engagement, but I'm not sure if it was enough. But big losses there for Mirassol, definitely. Basically giving Clororaa a chance to perhaps stay in this game somehow. I'm not sure. Late game is gonna be hard. Dude, losing the Schwerer is such a decider, right? It's such a decider.
We are ready to go, comrades.
And we do have a league coming out here, but I mean, Mirassol can keep pumping out these vehicles, right? But yeah, really well played there from Clororaa, and very poor execution, I must say, from Mirassol. You know, SU-85 just in the middle there, allowing himself to get snared. And losing all those 80 guns, you know, just a tiny overextension allowed that engagement to happen, you know. It's a tiny overextension with the 80 guns. But yeah, VPs slowly looking to even out here.
We are as ready as we can be.
Clororaa, of course, looking to consolidate. Getting that, also trying to stop the VP bleed here. That mine, no! T7 and T-34 could maybe look for a wipe here, but you got the Raketens covering the retreat potentially. Panzer IV taking some hits there from the Raketen. T-34 looking for that wipe and gets it. Direct hit there. Raketens now, there's no snare close by, so they're forced to retreat. If the T-44 can get a good hit here, might be able to decrew one of them. Oh, misses. As the League is charging into the battlefield, the GG League. Clororaa here looking to tech up. I wonder though, is it going mechanized or is this another tier 4? We're about to find out. I mean, King Tiger could be a possibility here with mechanized. It's about 2 or 3 minutes away. In terms of fuel, of course, also needs that 720 manpower. Yeah, interestingly, still no doctrine choice from Mirassol. See what he opts for here. Oh. League in the open. It's going to get decrewed here, presumably. Oh, T-44 misses saving the League's life. You know, Clororaa got some time here. He's holding the left VPs. There's no triple cap shenanigans. And yes, indeed, we see mechanized. That means King Tiger is going to be Cloraa's choice of unit here. It's quite a bit away still, and you know, if he takes more manpower heavy losses, which he presumably will, there's only 2 folks here fighting for their lives versus 4 conscripts at this point, 7-man upgrade, you know, he's got the Maxim, T-70 and T-34. Mirassol's army is looking thick. So it's going to take some time here, and it's going to be a struggle reaching that King Tiger. Of course, I do like his position here though. Basically gathering around the third VP, just making sure that there's not a triple cap, so he has enough time to reach that King Tiger, right? Also smoke coming in here from the League, gonna try to get that center VP. Stern Pioneer being denied the chance of mining. Maxim here finds an angle somehow through this smoke, I'm not sure. It's like, you know, a spray pattern in Counter-Strike Go when you're spraying into the smoke. Su-85 is out for Mirassol, very solid choice here at this point, especially versus the incoming King Tiger. Also some minesweeping going on here. Seen the Stern Pioneer running around trying to get those mines, but the T-34 marching straight into the Rakettens. Also T-70 blocking the retreat path. His only way forward is forward. And it goes down to the Panzer IV, getting the finishing blow there. Raketten gets decrewed, however. Su-85 looking for the Panzer IV. League caught in the open. Machine gun might go down here to the T-70. Yes, indeed. Open for a steal there. King Tiger is still at least a minute away. That's more losses there for Clororaa, you know. I mean, the T-34 is a bad loss for Mirassol as well, but it's, you know, his army is so big and they can keep rebuilding those losses, so. It's basically trading when you're at 100 pop is always good. Just putting pressure on your opponent here. Clororaa is holding on to the third VP, however, you know, limiting the VP drain, buying himself some more time. Planes are ready. King Tiger is about to hit the field, but his army is looking extremely weak. Also, there's no option of Obers here since Tier 4 went down. Yeah, I do feel the League has really not paid off so far. It would have been, like the King Tiger would have been on the field a minute ago, as chat just says, without the League, so could have been useful there in that T-34 dive. You know, perhaps could have saved the machine gun potentially, so. You know, always want to make sure you do the calculations correctly in your head when looking at incomes to make sure you get proper vehicle timings. But yeah. Clororaa has a chance here to do the big comeback. Got the planes ready, got the King Tiger. It is possible. Raketten, however, connecting twice, even petting the King Tiger there. Got another T-34 on the field. Folks in trouble. Oh. Raketten taking a lot of damage here though. Mirassol might be overextending his 80 guns again. You know, if these are forced away, that means King Tiger can just push forward. Oh, T-34 goes down to the Panzer IV in the Raketten. Game is far from over, chat. And another King Tiger hit, decrewing the Raketten there. Huge hits. Absolutely bonkers game. What is this T-70 doing? It's gonna battle the King Tiger. As we see another recrew here. Oh, League gets the pickup there, even deleting the support weapon, so no recrew possible. King Tiger, again a big hit on the Raketten. As the Su-85 is forcing the King Tiger back to repairs. He does have the repair on the mechanized, Stern Pioneer ready as well. Clororaa going down to 150 VPs here. Mirassol still staying at 190 since the 10-minute mark, essentially. But it seems Clororaa is getting the center VP now. It's gonna stop that drain. Panzer IV, of course, ready to go as well. King Tiger being fixed. As the Soviets merge here from the base. Very impressive how Clororaa can get this map with 2 fighting in from the squads. Su-85 there whiffing a shot. King Tiger ready to go. Of course the cons here just removing the Folks quite easily. Yeah, planes are ready, but I don't think he wants to waste them. He wants that maximum value like he did last time, you know? Oh, these hits though. Su-85 missing another shot. Raketten taking a huge shot there from Panzer IV. Snare coming in, but it's not in snaring range. Conscripts forced away. Oh, these hits. And the Raketten goes down there. Only 180 gun remaining for Mirassol. Clororaa is slowly pulling this off. Very nice here, sweeping with the stern pioneer is gonna allow him to charge forward with the planes. You know, knowing there's no mines in the back. Very nice. As the Raketten finds the SU, 2 shots remaining before it goes down. This King Tiger is having a field day. 21 kills, still only vet 0. I might go down. And down it goes. One less conscript now to fear for Clororaa. The King Tiger is moving in again. Clororaa is relentless here. Planes are ready. This could be the GG push here. Clororaa, amazing plays here, just capitalizing on Mirassol's mistake so well. Really nice to see OKW actually having some success in tournaments. And it looks Clororaa getting the triple cap here. 150 versus 140. Mirassol is now on the clock. As we see both players here consolidate. Mirassol trying to get that VP back. T7 looking for a potential flank, presumably. Panzer IV gets another big hit. 40 kills Panzer IV. We were talking how big of a work Panzer IV had to do this game, and it's definitely pulling that work off. Conscript almost goes down there. Panzer IV taking quite a few hits though. Double Su-85 now on the field. As the Su-85 is charging into King Tiger range here, we also have Spearhead being used. This double Su-85. Planes are ready. Planes coming in. This is the push. Folks is gonna get that snare on the Su-85. King Tiger down to half HP. Here comes the planes. And it's a possible disaster for Mirassol. In complete shambles here. Clororaa doing what no one expected. King Tiger almost gets another kill there. T70 trying to get away. Stern Pioneer getting low. Planes just massacring Mirassol's forces here. Oh, almost gets either the Raketten or the T70. Here we go. T70 goes down to the planes. And that's another loss there for Mirassol. Clororaa holding the line. The plane almost ready again, by the way. Jesus Christ, what an ace game, chat. Vet 4, Panzer 4, 43 kills here. King Tiger, 33 kills. Jesus Christ, almost getting that Vet 2 scattered turret rotation speed and accuracy. What is even the Panzer 4 Vet 5? It's moving accuracy and sight range when stationary. So it basically gets those spotting scopes, right? At Vet 5. Quite useful. But the game ain't over yet. Mirassol is not giving up, but he is draining fast, and he's gotta get a move on here. One Su-85 is repaired, but so is the Axis vehicles. Or Mirassol, apologies. Looking for that open left VP. Here we go. King Tiger, first shot, leading 60% there. And the second shot. Oh. Does seem to get away though, but here comes the Panzer 4, Raketen in position. Snare coming in, Panzer 4 left in the open, but so is the Su-85, just sitting in front of this Vet 5 Raketen. Panzer 4 does go down to the second Su-85. Conscript goes down there. Su-85 seems to make it out of there. And the Su-85 in the middle here. Raketen setting up. But there is no time left. 11 VPs and ticking with triple cap. GG well played to Clororaa and Mirassol. Excellent series. And it seems Clororaa is moving forward into round 2 and Mirassol is moving down to the losers bracket. But GG well played. And let's take a look at the stats real quick here. I mean, what a back and forth, really. You can see here, you know, Mirassol having that such a strong, or Clororaa having such a strong early game, right? And then basically a complete collapse there, losing so many, you know, support weapons and units. Infantry, Stern Pioneer, the Raketens were stolen, 2 of them in fact. As well as the flak half-track going down, you know, and Mirassol having no losses there. And then that, you know, huge push from Clororaa with the planes and just, you know, getting those units back, basically. Giving them an equal footing, and then the King Tiger showing up, and it just changed the course of the game. So GG well play there. Very excellent match.